human dignity is intrinsically part of human beings. But it has to be realized, and to be realized, it has to be actualized. Now, what I mean by that is we must come to awareness that as human beings we are endowed with dignity, which at its essence means that we are worthy of life, we are worthy of respect, and we are responsible to give respect and affirm life. Now, those are intentions that require reflection and action. So that unless there is this process of reflection and action, dignity doesn't truly exist in our experienced world. And I would argue that many people are denied dignity. Many people are convinced by their experience and by argumentation made by those who see that they are advantaged by some not having their full dignity. They come to believe it. Frantz Fanon and that phenomenon, the internalization of the oppressor. And so I see that there is a component of the peace process which should be related to the realization of dignity, of human dignity. That is, when we say we are about building or making or negotiating peace, we should be about building, making, and negotiating the realization and actualization of human dignity. The genius of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is that the drafters, although they didn't put it in those terms, had that intuition. They were thinking politically, legally, and so forth, and they were thinking in terms of the specific conditions that were assaults on human dignity that occurred out of World War II, so that in many ways the document is, if we do this, this, and this, we won't have World War II again. But again, this is a step forward because it articulates some of the specifics to be realized and actualized, but it neither realizes or actualizes them. But it gives us a very good idea when we say we are building, negotiating peace and so forth, what that would be. Because, that's the idea of the flesh on the bones, is the actualizing. And you can, and I come at this from the point of view of teaching. How do you take an abstract idea and make it, in a sense, concrete for those people who, one, resist abstractions because they're not real, or cannot comprehend them unless they can have some direct experience of that. So this also means that human rights are intrinsic to peace. And the Declaration recognizes that, the foundation of peace in the world, and it speaks of human dignity. But where we need more in terms of the interrelationship between human rights and peace is in the actualization, and that is the political process. And I think of peace as essentially something that is made real through political process. We need institutions that will enable us to do without violence what we have thought we have achieved through violence for most of organized human history.